Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss a video from Fever FM.
Hi, Tapsi.
Hello. I'm bouncing hearing that introduction of mine. Thank you so much.
अरे अभी तो और तारीफ करेंगे यार. You know, you're one of my personal favorites. और अगर हम अपने आपस का प्यार जो है वो साइड में कर भी दे, but bouncing back is generally something we associate with film heroes. बट वो पूरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आपने ले ली है बिकॉज यूर हेडलाइनिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स. आजकल फिल्म का सक्सेस डिपेंड्स ऑन योर शोल्डर्स. पोस्टर में तापसी का नाम दिखता है, जनता वांट्स टू गो वॉच दैट मूवी. इट्स एन अमेजिंग स्पेस टू बी इन. हाउ डू यू फील अबाउट इट?
That poster पे नाम आना is a very burdening responsibility which I experienced first time. I think मुझे जोर से तब लगी जब थप्पड़ के ऊपर मेरा नाम था. उससे पहले होता था, जरूरी नहीं है, मतलब कुछ पोस्टर में होता था, कुछ नहीं होता था, बट थप्पड़ ओनली हैड वन पोस्टर एंड उसके ऊपर सबसे पहले ऊपर मेरा नाम था, which was very which gave me a shock of responsibility. It is your film in a way, and it was actually my first film as a solo protagonist also, where I really don't have anyone else shouldering the kind of responsibility the leading actor has usually in the film. So yeah, since then onward that burden is visible on me. But usse pehle se hi, I mean, I consider myself that very lucky, honestly, I have somewhere managed to find that path in between wala, where the audience doesn't put me aside saying she does only like, that offbeat cinema ya us type ka, or critics are not like, they also understand that I'm not only doing brainless films. Where they ask you to leave the brain outside. I guarantee you will get entertained, but with the brain. So you have to take both entertainment factor and the content factor in mind when you watch my films. But honestly, if you ask me about that, कि तापसी का नाम काफी है, that has been my goal since the time I got to know what being a star is about. Because that has been my constant goal that I have tried to achieve, where I want that trust of my audience when I want them to say that if it's my film, it's worth their time and money. That's the only goal that I have. People ask me, okay, which hero would you want to work with? What kind of film you want to do? And, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now? I've only had this one goal since that time I understood what this industry and films are about. For me, it's been the blind trust of the audience. So I'm constantly working towards it. Sometimes I do get the reply like this, where people do show that they have that trust in me now, which is very heartening. But I think I will still continue to make sure I get more and more people on this side who give that blind trust. So that is my constant goal.
क्या बात है. अच्छा, like you said, बहुत amazing चीज़ें हैं, बहुत सवाल हैं, उस पर हम जाएंगे. But सबसे पहले, okay, what I want to say is, I just love how you have owned the word outsiders, because इतने टाइम से, इतने सालों से जी बड़ा इस्तेमाल हो रहा था, and with all kinds of negative connotations. I mean, of course there's legitimacy to that, कि अगर आपकी फैमिली बैकग्राउंड नहीं है, फैमिली बैकिंग नहीं है ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री, तो मुश्किल होता है. But I just love the way you've kind of taken over the world. I mean, now this word outsiders, you've given it a completely different meaning.
Yeah, now I have owned up the word and how that it will not leave me even if I want to, but I never wanted to also. I've always, when this word was introduced in our vocabulary here in interviews and in discussions, I was always of the opinion that, okay, what's wrong? So, this is something that is not in my hand, that I was born in a family outside the film industry. This is just a terminology used to, like, how you have a terminology about, okay, this person is, say, an Indian, this person is a foreigner, like that, right? So the similar way, you have just assigned a term for a person who is born in a family who have worked in the industry and the person who is not. Oh, what's wrong? Why is it so looked at like some inferior class?
Exactly, yeah.
So I never understood that. Because जब भी बात होती थी तो हमेशा उसको एक victimized या inferior तरीके से show किया जाता था, which I didn't really relate to, because I feel, yes, we all have our hardships of all kinds, insiders or outsiders or whatever. ठीक है, तो हमारी सबकी होती हैं, तुम ये नहीं बोल सकते कि मेरी ज्यादा थी उसकी कम थी. I mean that's like wrong to say. So I wanted people to start looking at it as a privilege. And that's why I wanted to show that here I am an outsider and I'm very proud of it. I the kind of the experience that I have being an outsider helps me perform the way I perform. Helps me choose the kind of films I choose and the characters I choose and depict them in the way I do, because I've lived that kind of an outsider life, which really helps me gain that experience. And then hence I wanted to just make sure that people remember outsiders for good, is why I sealed it with the name of my production house as The Outsiders, because I want people to remember it for good and not as someone who's victimized and who's kept aside. So yeah, that is being outsider is good.
Absolutely, and congratulations for that. Acha Taapsee, I have met you over the years. Aap Pink Bolo, Badla, more recently Haseen Dilruba. And what I've noticed is, through these years, ek to you're always grounded. मतलब अभी तक दीवा नहीं बने हो आप, which I think is amazing. And the other thing is that your focus, you know exactly what you want, how to get it. You're always that driven. तो ये जो हम इतनी sorted in the head, confident Taapsee देखते हैं, you've always been like this? This is what you were? Yeah, you've over the years developed it.
Of course, I've changed a lot over a period of time, and more so in the last 11 years that I've been a part of this industry. One thing that has stayed constant is actually two. One is my willpower, which I really feel has saved me a lot of places where when I want something, I really want it. And it's not, be it, that stupid wants that you have as a kid when you start rolling on the floor in the market saying, "Mujhe yehi chahiye," types. That is almost like getting into stubbornness, that willpower. Right from there to deciding that...
वो किया ना Taapsee?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I've been the most annoying kid for my parents, because rather the relatively more annoying kid between me and my sister, because I used to be like, "Mujhe ye chahiye, to mujhe ye chahiye." So it used to take a lot for my parents to make me understand कि नहीं मिल सकता, ये महंगा है. So it came down to me making my goal as मेरे को इतना बड़ा बनना है कि मैं कभी टैग ना देख सकूं किसी चीज का जब मुझे कोई चीज चाहिए. So that was the willpower started back then, to the point where I kept questioning when they tell me, "You told me you can't do this, you should do this, you can't do it." I'm like, "Why?" And then बड़े जो बोलते हैं करना होता है. I said, "No, but give me a reason why." Yeah. So, the whole willpower to question and not settle for something unless and until I understand the logical reason behind it, to eventually getting into a profession which nobody in the family ever even wanted to. Forget about trying. And making whatever I made by myself, making all the mistakes I made, learning from them and owning it up. It has just been a constant willpower that, I will do it. I will make something out of my life for sure. That has never left me. The other thing that really helped me in my path is my time management or valuing time. If you say, I really feel that you need to respect time. Because if you don't respect time, there'll be a time and the time will not respect you. So make sure you value time. So till date, it has been a trait that I reach on set on time. I start shooting in time. Sometimes even the people on set are not ready to shoot in time, but I make sure I reach there on time, because I sometimes reach before my friends in their weddings, because that's the time written on the card to be there. So I am there. But my friend is not there.
You're also a Delhi wali, to kitni shaadiyon mein pehle gaye hoge?
That's why my parents have refused to take me to weddings or agree to me to say that just time chalna. They just don't. And it's not a trait that I can say that I've imbibed from anyone in the family, because all remaining three are very lazy and late for every occasion, wherever they have to go. So I am the one who is getting anxiety attack at home when we have to go out on a particular time. So these two things have kind of really helped me, and somehow, I don't know how, it's not like my willpower hasn't been broken, or I've not been tested, or it's not like I've not been proven wrong with things that I wanted. It's not like that my punctuality has not gone against me sometimes, where you reach where you're not supposed to be there on time, and you just in an awkward position at times. It's not like that, but this hasn't changed over years. And I think these, like this, the fact that I've been surrounded by people who are constant since the time I was nobody to whoever I am today, who have this very fabulous ability to pull me to reality instantly, who don't mince words exactly or even more than what I do. People know me for honesty. You should meet my family and friends. They are brutal. So I think all this is what has really kept me grounded or have a reality check. And I know as a fact that being a star or a film celebrity is not permanent. You're gonna climb down that ladder sometime or the other. So you better accept it that you're not gonna stay there for sure. So you need to have that sensibility that this is not the whole life. This is a part of your life. So I've always kept my job as a part of my life. It doesn't really, I don't breathe, eat films. Unlike a lot of my contemporaries or colleagues who say that, they do, but you respect them, they must be. But I don't. I have a life beyond films and I like to enjoy my life beyond films. Yeah. So I think because of that, I have not really given my entire life to films per se. I want to grow as a human being separately as well, not just as an actor. So I think all this has kind of helped me have a reality check in life.
Bounce Back Bharat Fest mein, these are the qualities also that we're celebrating, which is why you are here. और आपकी बातें सुन के, we are convinced again because you're so self-aware. You exactly know what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. You work accordingly. But ये journey आपके लिए आसान नहीं रही है. As someone who had to start from zero, you were already an established star in the South, Mumbai Aayi. Then the film choices, initially you weren't getting the kind of roles you wanted to. धीरे धीरे वो हुआ, but it was tough. चाहे personal heartbreak ho, professional heartbreak ho, every time you feel like you've been defeated, या वो नहीं मिला that Taapsee Pannu wants. What is it that you say to yourself? How do you bounce back? वो क्या चीज होती है?
I think might be a few cliche to say, but I'll support it with my real life examples that I've always, as I just told you, nothing is be all and end all of life. Yeah. Life goes on. And it's better you accept it that it's not going to wait and sit with you and cry with you for the wrongs or things that didn't go in your favor. It will move on. It's your choice. You want to give up and sit and see life going away from you, or you want to walk with it or catch up with it. It is not going to stop for anybody. So that is, it's easier said than done, I know. But that's what I've always experienced. Whenever I've fallen short of life, I've seen life going ahead and moving, and where I'm just sitting and hamesha aisa kaise ho sakta hai? Why people are talking like this about me? I am trying, I'm making effort. Why is it not working? And I'm like, okay, everyone has moved ahead. There are newer girls coming in. They are taking those roles which, I wanted to do. So, life is going ahead and you are just sitting and complaining and cribbing, which nobody wants to listen to. So, pull you.
So, was there a phase when, you were crying into the pillow and, you're like, kya ho raha hai?
Yeah, crying into the pillow, not literally, because as this was not really the profession I dreamt of to be in. But yeah, I cried in the pillow when I couldn't make it into IIT. I cried in the pillow when I couldn't make it above 90 percentile in my MBA.
So this is what I find amazing. Like IIT 90%, you're a qualified engineer, और फिर actress बनना था.
वही तो I've been very experimental and adventurous apart from being a qualified engineer. So I think that took over the better of me. I loved studying, and the fact that I didn't score above 90 percentile, which I expected out of myself in my first attempt for CAT, was very disheartening. I actually remember that day I was crying in my room in Delhi and I actually said those lines that I am good for nothing. I am just so useless. Like, I couldn't do this. And I cried and cried in front of my
parents. And this was the pressure that you apne upar diya. Like, the family didn't say anything.
Yeah. No. My family actually never, maybe because I was always inclined towards studying myself. So they saw that she herself is like inclined towards, let her, like, that's good. And because my sister was never inclined towards studies, she never had the pressure.
उन्होंने शुक्र मनाया कि एक
हाँ, exactly. उसको बोलते तू बस पास हो जा. और मेरे साथ होता था कि मैं तो 90 क्रॉस होना चाहिए, ये होना चाहिए, फर्स्ट टॉप 5 में आना चाहिए एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. वो सब एक्सपेक्टेशन मेरे साथ थी जो मुझे खुद भी थी अपने अपने साथ. सो दोज मोमेंट्स वेयर आई फेल्ट दैट I am useless, and I said that to myself. And imagine if I would have qualified for my 90 percentile, I would have been through my MBA and sitting in some office in an MNC and doing marketing probably, which I wanted to, which would have been good. But would I want to trade my position today with that person who would have been there? No. So I had to catch up with life and accept, okay, ये नहीं हुआ, कुछ नहीं होता, कुछ और होगा. Something will come out of it, if not this. And whatever happens for good, which you obviously don't realize it and you just hate that line at that point. But when God doesn't give you something, it's because He wants to divert your attention towards something else that's meant for you. And you have to give it time to come to be visible to you, and then you will appreciate it. So don't hate your life so early if it's not going in your favor, because trust me, if it's not a happy ending, it's not the end is yet. It's going to come to you sooner or later, but it will.
A lot of people who are listening to us who would agree कि जब आप मुसीबत में होते हैं ना, तब ये बातें बिल्कुल अच्छी नहीं लगती. तब तो you want कि अपना सर फोड़ दो और किसी और का फोड़ दो. But हाँ, of course, with the benefit of hindsight, like you said, कि कोई फिल्म नहीं चली, अच्छा हुआ, या एडमिशन नहीं मिली, अच्छा हुआ, one can say that. अब ये जो deadly second wave था तापसी, for so many people in the country, I think nobody remained untouched. Whether you are losing your livelihood, you lose someone in your family who you love, it's been a very tough phase. And it became more difficult because किसी को आदत नहीं थी. We didn't know. This was the first time life as we knew it changed. As an artist, as someone who also was wondering कि यार, what does the future hold? क्या होगा आगे? इस phase of uncertainty को आपने कैसे handle किया? Like, what did you do?
The first one was new in the lockdown phase, and it was a new thing, so we were trying, and I was coming from really crazy schedule to nothing, right? So I was still like kind of getting through by trying to enjoy that nothing period, which I didn't get for years before that. So still like kept myself busy for some time. But the second one, I felt like it hit me when I didn't expect it. Where we thought, okay, yeah, it's happening. It's slowly going to go. Yeah, it's there, but it's going to go. That we wanted to be hopeful and positive about it. And just, I felt like it just hit us from nowhere, like suddenly. And it just exponentially overnight, I felt it happened. And I lost my editor of my film, Rashmi Rocket. And I remember I just got a call during night from my director, and was like, he's in Delhi and he needs help, and there's no bed available, and middle of the night, it made me realize it has come so close home, which I didn't realize in the first one. Calling up frantically whoever I knew could help in Delhi overnight, and didn't rest till the time we eventually were sure he's getting a bed. To the time my best friend's mother was like really, really critical. And again, the bed was a problem to an extent, oxygen was a problem. And just like every day, the WhatsApp message used to come and I used to get scared. Okay, who now? That was scary because I could see it coming close home. So this kind of disturbed me mentally. This one was the first one. I remember I could see visuals on television of migrant workers and all walking back home, which were disturbing, and which made me feel very guilty, as if I could have done something I didn't. But the second one के अंदर तो वो करने का वो guiltiness का time ही नहीं मिला. It just suddenly hit out of nowhere, and I felt like it's going. It's coming too close, and it's going to affect me, like it's never going to repair. So that I could feel the fear, and I didn't have my parents with me at that point. They were in Delhi. I panicked so much. I was like, you guys have to take a flight and come. But taking a flight itself was such a difficult thing. To get my father's COVID test done. My mother came in first. My father was in Delhi only. He said, I'll stay here with his brother and all. And he fell sick suddenly. Like he had diarrhea. we all panicked, three of us sitting here, that he's alone there and he's like has diarrhea and he refuses to accept that he has COVID. He's like, nahi, mera oxygen theek hai, mere ko bukhar nahi hua hai. But we were like, diarrhea is one of the symptoms in the second wave. So I remember my sister overnight, she booked her tickets immediately, flew to Delhi to make sure she can be there with dad, because one person had to be here with mom. So she flew there to make sure that he eats fresh food cooked, and someone is, and to book a COVID test for him to come back was a challenge, because nobody was coming home to even take COVID test, and we were not sure if we should take him out for a COVID test. So that was getting really scary, very stressful days during that time. And that is when I started feeling like, if I am feeling like this, imagine people who don't really have this much of an access. So then I started connecting people, using my social media, using my contacts on WhatsApp, whatever requests I started getting. I connected people who needed something with someone who had some resources. So thankfully could help a few people around, which helped me get, rid of that guilt that I was probably feeling, that, I what could I do? So that little bit helped, but eventually when we were still coming out of it, there is no surety of, how far away we are from it as yet. I am just now, unlike second one, I am this time very wary of the fact that the third one might come very soon. So this time I'm being cautious, which I wasn't probably in the second one, and hence it came out of nowhere. So yeah, I'm not taking it for granted right now that it's all over.
Okay, I can't be selfish. आपसे सारे सवाल सिर्फ मैं नहीं पूछूंगी. We have so many people who are waiting. Audience को मौका देना पड़ेगा, and let's see who's the lucky person who gets to ask a question directly to their favorite Taapsee Pannu.
Hi Taapsee, Jatin over here from Dehradun. Given that you travel a lot and go to wonderful places, I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite destination, and how do you get time to do so much of traveling? So that's also one of my concerns to ask you that question. Can you help me?
So Jatin, I travel, how I manage this? I manage this because it's basically time management, which I told you is one quality that I don't know from where it has come in me, but it is there gladly. So I make sure I have the time to go for a holiday, because that's my only way of unwinding with the kind of work I do. It's not like I don't get to travel because of my work. I do, but that's also work, right? So I really need to disconnect after every film, because most of my films are such that leave me, they don't leave me easily. They stay with me for a very long time, and I have to struggle my way out. So traveling really helps me do that. So I make it like a part of my schedule to travel. And what was the other part of the question?
Favorite destination.
Destination. I think the only place I have visited more than once for a holiday is Maldives. My policy is not to repeat any destination for holiday, because life is too short और बहुत जगह देखनी है. So the only place I visited more than once is Maldives, because that genuinely is like heaven. So that place I don't mind visiting again and again.
Right. Finally, Taapsee, for all those who are watching, जैसे मैंने बोला, Bounce Back Bharat Fest में, this is what we are talking about, this ability to leave the past behind. क्योंकि कहीं पे second wave के बाद I think हम सबको किसी ना किसी तरह का धक्का लगा है, but it's important that we leave that aside and move ahead. तो जो सब सुन रहे हैं, आपके fans हैं, they want to be you, they want to be like you. What would be your message?
I'll just say that don't leave the pallu of positivity. I'll just say that. I'll say that because you have to cross this mountain to know that there is a beautiful river flowing on the other side, which is waiting for you. Don't give up on life, because the only person who's going to get affected with that is you. Nobody else. Everyone else and everything else is going to move on. And you only have this one life. Only this one life. Make most of it. Like, if you're going to waste years of yours just sitting and feeling sad about what wrong happened to you, you are wasting only your time and nobody else's. So you never know, you'll not get this life back if when it gets over. So, and with the corona and all that happening around, pata hi nahi chala ki tomorrow का कोई गारंटी है ही नहीं किसी की. So make sure you are living and not surviving every day. So make the most of this life. It's not going to come back.
Well, Taapsee, this was a fabulous session. Thank you so much. You know, इतने आपके fans हैं और लोग, they look up to you. There's so much to learn and we cheer you on. All the best and can't wait to see you next on the big screen.
No, my pleasure.